We're here in Frankfurt, Germany to get a sneak peek at the next big thing from Mercedes-Benz, the EQS SUV. This all-electric SUV with up to 3 rows of seats will be showing up in dealerships this fall, but we have all the latest information right now. But before we get to all of that, do us a favor, hit like and subscribe below, and head over to edmunds.com/sellmycar to get a cash offer on your vehicle. The EQS SUV follows the EQS and EQE sedans to market and will be offered in 2 trim levels. The EQS 450 Plus has a single motor powering the rear wheels with an output of 355 horsepower and 419 pound-feet of torque. It draws power from a 108 kilowatt-hour battery pack, and based on the European standard, the EQS is estimated to return up to 373 miles on a single charge. Now that standard is generally more optimistic than our real-world tests, but it's a safe bet you'll get way more than 300 miles. The EQS 580 4MATIC adds a second motor to the front wheels, giving it all-wheel drive and an output of 536 horsepower and 633 pound-feet of torque. There aren't any range estimates for the 4MATIC yet, but we expect it to be closer to 300 miles. Compared to the gas-powered GLS, the EQS is a few inches shorter in every dimension. Standard feature highlights include adaptive air suspension, rear-wheel steering, adaptive cruise control, ventilated seats, and a new off-road mode that should be good enough for some light terrain. Pricing has not been announced yet, but it's a safe bet it's going to be more than 100 grand. So let's talk about the styling. Personally, I'm a fan. It's a little more upright than the EQS, and for a lot of people that might be a good thing because I've seen a lot of comments saying that maybe the EQS is a little too melty looking. This is a little more upright, a little more SUV, a little more presence. Now it doesn't have the presence of an EQS, but that's okay because this is aerodynamic and that makes a lot more sense when it comes to range. We also have these running boards which actually improve aerodynamics. We have pop-out door handles to also increase aerodynamic efficiencies, and around back, kind of makes sense design-wise. It has a lot of the cues from the other EQ models. Overall, this is about as stately an electric SUV as you're going to find. So let's check out the interior next. Here inside the EQS SUV, it's pretty similar to the EQS sedan in some ways. Now, we do have this hyperscreen, and the hyperscreen is standard with the upgraded model, not on the base model, but it is an option at least. And it is stunning. But there's one thing that I did notice on the EQS Drive, which was a lot of reflections that kind of distracted me here and there. There's the option for this third screen in front of the passenger, and it's really interesting because the driver's driving along and the passenger's watching a movie or something. If the driver takes eyes off the road and starts watching that screen, it'll go dim. So it's got a lot of smartness built into it. As a woodworking enthusiast, I love what they've done here. And as an added bonus, all these little stars are actually aluminum coming through the wood surface. So it's kind of laser etched out and then pushed through. Pretty rad. As usual, materials quality is exactly what you'd expect from Mercedes. It's perfect. Everything's a soft touch where it should be. And it just looks and smells kind of great. So that's it from the front. Let's check out the middle row. Now here in the second row, I have an abundance of space. I don't need this much space. I can get my feet totally under the driver's seat, tons of headroom, even with this panoramic sunroof. And when you close the door, it doesn't feel like you're being closed in. There's just a lot of lateral space. It's a great place to spend some time. Now you do have your own climate control back here and similar wood treatments. We have 2 USB-Cs as well as some HDMI inputs for these entertainment screens, just to keep everyone occupied. Of course, one of the big selling points of this is the third row, so let's check that out. It's pretty easy getting back. It's a one touch. It opens up just enough for me to squeeze through. I don't feel like I'm gonna bump into anything. I have enough space back here. Now my head is touching the roof a little bit, but I'm 5'10", and for occasional use, I'd be fine back here going to dinner or a short trip across town. There's plenty of legroom and footroom as well. It's a very usable third row seat. Cargo space is pretty limited behind the third row, but Mercedes claims you can get 4 golf bags back there. Fold them flat, you get 28 cubic feet. and with the second row, 71 cubic feet. And it folds flat. Pretty smart. Of course, as an EV, charging is vitally important. With a 200 kilowatt DC fast charge capacity, Mercedes claims the EQS can get from 10% to 80% charge in 31 minutes, or about 186 miles in 15 minutes. As an added bonus, EQS owners get 2 years of free charging on the Electrify America network as long as you use it through the Mercedes Me Charge service. That service includes access to their charge networks too and simplifies payment with a single account. At plug-in charge stations, you won't even have to swipe a card. The EQS SUV is a pretty impressive EV. It's something that we don't really have direct competition for yet. We have the Tesla Model X, but let's face it, the build quality and, let's say, convenience of the cargo area doesn't match anything close to the EQS. We also have the smaller BMW iX, the Cadillac Lyriq, and the Rivian R1S. Now, we haven't driven those last two yet, but we will soon, so keep checking back at Edmunds.com for all the latest news, reviews, and comparisons against the EQS and all of its rivals. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe below.